All right, guys, here we are. We're by the main water tanks. Okay, so this is our first water tank, and basically this green pipe here is the pipe that delivers water into this tank via the borehole. All right, so this is just a reminder for those who have been our long-term subscribers. You know generally how our water system works, but if you do not know how our water system works, just click up. Hi guys, welcome to AsherGad channel, making Africa home again, one family at a time. Thank you all lovely subscribers, those who like, share and comment on our videos as usual. Thank you for all the family on Patreon and PayPal who contribute to us as well. Love for the love as usual. All right, so let's get straight into it. Today's a brief site update. Just want to give you an update on the pavement, see what they're doing, but also I've got some updates to talk about with regards to the water system. So stay tuned and let's get straight into it. Just turn my camera around and show you some updates in pictures of the pavement. Here we go. So you can see that they followed our requirements in terms of making specific gray borders around each of our plants, each of the bougainvillea flowers, as well as these sort of palm type flowers, and we've got that all the way along, and even the one on that side as well, coming along quite well. Now this centerpiece here will be a curb area. These are just temporary blocks, but it'll be a nice curb afterwards. All the quarry dust has been laid all around the property, so now what we're doing is the final block laying, which will probably last another, I would say another 3 days. Okay, 2 or 3 days. Then they've got to do the all the bits and pieces. If you look, you've got the bits and pieces in between, which will take them a little while, because they've got to cut the blocks specifically, because those spaces are not suitable for the standard size of blocks. So they've got to cut them and fit them in nicely to suit the spaces available. So that will largely be next week. Then what would happen is let's just go outside. I'll show you the smooth type of quarry dust that we've bought. One more trip. Again, price is not cheap. Everything is rising these days. We're in a season of hyperinflation, as I keep on saying. You know, if you get a quotation today or last week, it won't be the same in a month or two. Okay, so this here is a quarry dust, 2600 Ghana cedis, which is about what, 260 pounds, whatever it is in dollars on your screen. That is smooth quarry dust, and when every single block has been laid, they will pour that quarry dust along the entire surface everywhere, and then we will rent a compactor to compact the entire compound to the level of the ground below. Okay, everything will be compacted. One thing to note, guys, is when with your landscaper is he needs to really have the drainage in mind, so that the slope of the land all fits in with your drainage plan. Okay, so ours sort of slopes this way, all slopes towards our drainage at the back, and even on the side there's a slope this way and a slope this way, so that when the rain falls, it slopes towards the back and does a left turn or slopes towards the right and comes down this way. Right, so all in line with the drainage plan, basically, is what's happening. Just bear that in mind. So that's an update about the pavement blocking. Now what I want to do is I want to go and talk about the water system, just to give you some update on the maintenance. All right. All right, guys, here we are. We're by the main water tanks. Okay, so this is our first water tank, and basically this green pipe here is the pipe that delivers water into this tank via the borehole. All right, so this is just a reminder for those who have been our long-term subscribers. You know generally how our water system works, but if you do not know how our water system works, just click up here to watch the video where we fully describe the operation of the water system. All right, so just to give you an update, so the water goes into there, then it goes through this water filtration system. Let's get a bit closer. All right, so this particular water filtration system was put in after our raw water test, okay, and it's mainly to get rid of the excess fluoride and also to reduce the turbidity of the water. All right, so from this big tank here, this automatic pump pumps through this filtration system into this second pump. Okay, we go into the second pump, which is a 5,000 liter pump here, that second pump. From that second pump, you then have this pump here. Okay, again, which is another automatic pump. They're about 1 horsepower, which is 750 watts. That then pumps from here to the roof, and we'll go to the roof as well, so I can give you an update on the roof. From the roof tank, we get water into the house, pumps down into the house, both hot and cold. But I'll go there in a minute. Now, what I wanted to focus on today really is this filtration system. All right, so. What maintenance is very, very important in all the systems of your house. Now, if I give you a top view, hopefully you can see it properly. This is currently on filtration, so that's filter. This is pointing to, so the water is currently being filtered, but there's other items on here called backwash and fast rinse. And what I have been advised by the guys who installed this is that on a weekly basis, twice a week, I need to conduct a backwash. So what does the backwash do? The backwash basically washes the inside of this tube, okay, in order to get rid of all the all the dirt and all the impurities that have been removed from the water. Okay, so what happens is that when I turn this knob to back, when I turn this lever to backwash, what happens is that it removes all the impurities from here and takes it out through this discharge pipe here, which connects to our drainage system. All right, and after the backwash, you would backwash for about 5 minutes, and then after you've backwashed to remove the impurities, then you'd go to fast rinse for about 3 minutes, then you'd go back to the normal filter position. Okay, this is required for maintenance. Obviously, good maintenance on a regular basis will maintain the operation of this filtration system and last you for years and years and years. Okay, now maintenance is very, very important. I've said from the beginning of this channel that maintenance appears to be an issue in Ghana, and that is obvious, not just in residential settings but also in commercial settings. Okay, but that's where we have to really watch out, because it can cause you a lot of issues and also cost you quite a bit of money. All right, so let's go up onto the roof and I'll explain my gripe with the provider of the solar hot water system. Are you looking to build your dream home in Ghana, or are you building already? Would you benefit from regular site visits to monitor your building and receive regular progress reports? Well, if that's the case, and that's you, look no further. AsherGad Consultancy at your service. We offer the following services: electrical design, construction monitoring inspections, site progress reports, consultation for all items MEP, witnessing of testing and commissioning, periodic snagging, vetting of specialist subcontractors. We also report site activities to you to hopefully help you spend your money efficiently, and much, much more. Get in contact for your building needs. Details on the screen. AsherGad Consultancy, making Africa home again, one family at a time. Okay guys, here we are on the roof. So let me just explain this again for those who are new to the channel. So from the second tank, as I showed you, that second pump pumps up to the roof, and look at the pipes there. That goes around, covered by containment, goes around then goes into this second tank. This third tank, sorry. This third tank is obviously on the roof. It's a 2,500 litre tank. Sorry, I ran up quickly up the stairs. 2,500 litre tank, okay. So from there, we still need to, the plumber hasn't finished, still needs to cover all these pipes up, but that's fine. These green pipes are pressure pipes. Yeah, even a car goes over them and nothing happens. So make sure in your plumbing system you use the green pipes. They're pressure pipes, can withstand a high amount of pressure. So back to what I was saying, the water comes into here, and then from here the water is fed into the house in two halves. Okay, you have a pipe that's going this way and a pipe that goes the other way to the other half of the building. But all of them, very importantly, all of them go via a pump. Okay, initially we relied on gravity and the pressure was okay, but we wanted a bit more pressure, so we put in an extra pump. So we've got a feeding that goes into this pump, which is also another automatic 1 horsepower pump, and then the feed out feeds both halves of the buildings. And I can tell you what, it's made a significant difference to the pressure. The pressure is really good. Really, it was okay before, but now it's just perfect, absolutely perfect. Yes, so very happy with the water pressure absolutely now. Very chuffed, which is great. Let's just talk you through how the solar water tank works. Let me change my camera around. So with the solar water tank, again, it takes cold water from this poly tank here, this 2,500 litre poly tank, takes cold water into this solar water tank, and that's a 250 litre tank. Okay, now, and that is fed via this pump. Again, there's a pump here which is protected but from the elements here. I need to do the same type of housing on the other one. So the cold water enters this automatic pump, which then pumps into the solar water tank. Okay, when the solar water tank is full up, there's a valve here that shuts off the supply, which is exactly what you want. And then there's another pump on the other side here, oops, which then this pump here then pumps into the building. What I would say is the solar water tank has been working perfectly in our 1.5 weeks of living here. It's been working very well. The hot water has been reliable. It's always been hot. However, recently in the past couple of days, I've realized that we've been getting some overflow issues in this area here. You know, the water's been overflowing and bubbling and overflowing and spilling on the floor. And I contacted the company who installed it for us, complaining about this overflow issue. That was about a week ago. I have since called them, I've since sent them videos, and without having any response. So this is really terrible, absolutely terrible. I mean, they were quick to get their money, quick to install it, but now when I'm calling them out for maintenance, no one's responding to me. So that's one to watch out for, guys. It's not just about buying the machine, it's about making sure that the company has an after-sales service. I mean, even this company said they have an after-sales service. You will not know until you've actually purchased it. But some companies are good at maintenance and some are quite lazy. So I'm gonna have to track down there myself to give them my own peace of mind, and to get them down here and to check that what the reason why that is overflowing. Just happy it's not affecting the functionality and everything is perfect, which is great. Right, so what else have we done on the roof here? Yeah, we just sealed our automatic gate, so you wouldn't see all the structures underneath the sort of the roofing sheets, which is much nicer now. Yeah, we're making plans, as I said already, to put a wooden structure up here as well in the future at some point. Okay guys, I've had to come out of the sun because it's absolutely roasting today. It's really scorching. So I've come out of the sun now. Well, so that's it really for today's episode. Just a summary of today's maintenance is important. Maintenance. Without correct maintenance of the systems in your house, things will fall apart and you'll spend more money. With good maintenance, you keep the money in your wallet. So I hope that was useful. As usual, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button so you always be aware when AsherGad upload a new video for your viewing pleasure. So it's Kemes here from Gad, and for me guys, Yebeshia. See you next time.